Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Toon 215, and right now we're in the state of Pennsylvania. We're currently in the city of Philadelphia. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different for the members. Thank you guys for being a member and joining the membership. So what we're going to do is we are going to visit several places where crimes were recently reported within the last 24 hours using the Citizens app. I have the Citizens app. You can download. It's a free app, and it allows you to see where all crime is taking place. Now, we are currently in West Kensington. We're on Diamond Street. We're on 4th and Diamond. We're capturing footage in 4K resolution in 360 VR. If you're not familiar with 360 VR and how 360 VR works, whatever device you're watching on, whether it's a mobile device, you can turn left, turn right, you can look up, you can look down, you can move your device all around you so that you can see what's going on at any given time. Now, make note, we're in a car, so if you look this way, you're just gonna see my vehicle. If you look forward, you're gonna see where we're traveling. So what I'm going to do is start off right here on Diamond and American Street. On Diamond and American Street, within the last 24 hours, it was reported that a gray Chevrolet Tracker was stolen. The timeline, 7:50 a.m. So they got this person 7:50 a.m. Right now we're on American Street and Diamond. So we're gonna cross over. It said police have received a 911 report of a gray Chevrolet semi-trailer truck stolen. Wow, the vehicle was last seen heading westbound of Susquehanna. Wow, so they stole it from right here, and then Susquehanna's on the next block. So they went westbound, which is behind me. We're facing eastbound. So that goes to show you. So that's one crime that happened in the area. Now, to my knowledge, around the corner, about 2.5 blocks from here, there was a young man who was gunned down last night. He was 22 years old. I don't know the full story, but I know there was a news segment, and the news segment was titled, "Man Fatally Shot in West Kensington." And they said something about he was sitting on his doorstep when they found him. He was gunned down. So we're gonna pass that location shortly. We're passing Palethorpe Street. We're now on Diamond and Palethorpe Street. They made this building new on my left. This restaurant on my right is called Sabor Restaurant. It's a pretty popular local Hispanic restaurant. They make bread that everyone in the area loves. It's like a sweet bread. Bang. Bang is bread in Spanish. It's like a sweet bread. That's the owner outside. His name is Billy. We have North Square Community Alliance on our right-hand side, and we have North Square Park on our left-hand side. There used to be a Catholic church here called St. Boniface, but it's no longer standing. They ended up making new homes on top of the church grounds. On our left, this is North Square Park. I'm gonna go over this speed bump ever so slowly. On our right, you'll notice Kensington Hospital. Look up. You see Kensington Hospital? You see it says it? That's Kensington Hospital. It's a medical center. You can get like dental work and different health checkups and things in that building. I believe on my right, there also used to be some sort of like a methadone clinic right here on my right-hand side. Yeah, these speed bumps are pretty high. Yeah, they're like a good 7-8 inches off of the ground. All right, we're on Howard and Susquehanna. On Diamond, I'm sorry, on Howard and Diamond. We're about to make this left, which will bring us to Susquehanna, which is where that young man was shot at. You have a parent pushing a stroller, and she has another child hanging on the back of the stroller. Welcome to North Square Park. This is a park on my left-hand side. It's a community park. This was actually the original Needle Park. You know how they call McPherson Square in Upper Kensington Needle Park? Well, back in the day, in the 80s, this was the original Needle Park. There used to be shooting up, there used to be a lot of drugs, a lot of things here. But the neighborhood residents cleaned it up, specifically the Hispanic women of the community. Wow, silence is violence. Stop shooting people, stop. You see, guys? You see? Wow, that's incredible, man. Yeah, he was gunned down right here on my right-hand side. Which house? Which house? One of these houses on my right-hand side. I'm surprised they don't have flowers up for him. There's a car behind me. I'm just gonna pull over and allow the vehicle to go by me because they're more concerned about going through me than being patient. Yeah, but he got shot on this block last night, a little after 12. Wow, these streets are horrible. And you know why those streets end up like that? Because of these new houses. Look on my left. Wow, ruined my vehicle. You heard that? You see these new houses? That's why the streets end up like that. These blocks, a lot of them didn't have real big issues in the street, but every time they build a new house, they dig open the ground and then they leave it ruined for months to over a year. Incredible, right? Let's make this right-hand turn on Dolphin. We're on Howard and Dolphin in West Kensington. We have a police camera on my right-hand side. Let's pull up the next crime that happened in the area. What do we have here? Report of 6 gunshots fired around the corner on Howard and Diamond. So that same corner that we literally just came from, there was 6 shots fired there. That happened at 12:33 a.m. I wonder if that had to do with the young man that was gunned down. What else do we have in the area? We're still at a green light. Oh, my bad. We was at a red light. Now we at a green light. Normally, I don't like to be on any type of technological device while I'm operating a vehicle, but for the nature of this video, I have to refer to it. Citizens app is on my phone. A lot of these buildings on our left and our right is new. I forgot to mention, when we cross, if you watch the channel and you're familiar with my content, then I've explained all the different Kensingtons to you. We just left West Kensington, now we're in East Kensington. This area is going through heavy gentrification, like heavy. People moving to this neighborhood from all over the country. Let me make a left. I got more cars behind me. I'm not really vibing and feeling the surface of these streets. You never really realize how ruined streets are until you're a lowered vehicle. I'm actually about to lift my vehicle up in a day or two. I'm gonna lift it up because it boils my skin when I can't drive my vehicle just normally. Like, you know what I mean? Just normal. I just wanna, wow, he was, oh man, his foot was so rotted. There was somebody right there, he had a needle in his mouth and he was in a wheelchair. But to describe it, his foot did not look healthy at all. I just make this right-hand turn. If you go straight up the avenue on our right, you'll go up to Kensington Ave. This is the beginning of Kensington Ave. And when you go up the avenue, in about 4 or 5 minutes, you'll head towards the opioid crisis. And let me pull over, guys, because operating a vehicle while driving and looking at the phone is not wise. Okay, let's see what the next situation is. Vehicle collision. Vehicle collision was reported. Police are on the scene of a vehicle collision at 10:29 a.m. on the 400 block of York. That's around the corner. Vehicle collision isn't too, you know, extreme. So we're not gonna go check out the vehicle collision scene. Man dragged woman into vehicle. Wow. Which block was this? 2663 8th Street. I got you. 8th Street, 8th and Lehigh. We gonna go there. 8th and Lehigh. That is in the Fairhill neighborhood. So we're gonna go to 8th and Lehigh and we're gonna see the block where the man dragged the woman into the vehicle. So as you can hear, this app basically gives residents the ability to not only document crimes, but they can report crimes. They can basically play like a news reporter with your phone. You know how your phone got a camera nowadays? So if you see a crime taking place, you can open up the Citizens app, you can press record, you can stream it, and your stream will stay imprinted in that location, in that geographical location where the crime happened, because you're documenting it. So people can then therefore go look at the crime, watch it in real time, or watch the playback, and they can also comment on it, kind of like a live stream. So we're passing Calypso Bar on my left-hand side. Now, I'm only talking about current crimes. I'm not talking about crimes that passed. There's several occasions we just passed that I could have recalled previous shootings or previous people passing or previous incidents. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna focus on Citizens app. One thing too, and let me put this to y'all so y'all can see. If you want, you could turn your camera around, turn your device so you can see, get a general idea of the app and the map. So I'm not sure if the reflection is doing any justice, but what they do is they color coordinate them. So I believe gray crimes or gray blips aren't as severe, and then yellow blips are a bit more severe, and then red blips are fatalities. So I see a red blip. So maybe after we go check out where the female was dragged, we're on Lehigh Avenue in North Philadelphia. We have West Kensington to our left. We have the Fair Hill Badlands community to our right. Both of these neighborhoods are separated and or joined by Lehigh Avenue. We're passing Masher. We have Masher Playground on our right. Plenty of shootings have happened there. There's been robberies and situations all up and down this avenue. Different periods, different times, different years, different seasons, different times of day, etc., etc. We have AutoZone on our right. We're at 2nd and Lehigh. So it says that there was, what's this red blip? This red blip states, oh wow, red blips only, red blips not only mean serious crimes, but it says searching for missing 25-year-old woman. I'm gonna click it. Timeline. So it gives you a timeline. Citizens has not received a photo of this missing person. Do you have one? It says police are searching for a 25-year-old woman. Police describe her as being a black woman, 5'4", has dark, wild brown hair with a ponytail, and so on. And they give a description. We're passing 2nd Street. That's crazy, right? Passing Plaza Americana on our right. You're merging into this lane. You're gonna come run right into me. Don't go swerve around the bus. She looks not bothered. Like, she looked at me like I was crazy for beeping. You know what I mean? Yeah, we passed Rite Aid. There was a shooting at Rite Aid. We're here. Popeyes. One of the employees was gunned down about 2 months ago. We're moving westbound on Lehigh. We're passing 4th Street. Julio de Burgos on our right. Fair Hill Park on our left. And about 2 blocks where we're gonna hit Dunkin' Donuts. The manager there was gunned down inside the store. She was executed after the robbery, or during a robbery, I should say, which is horrible. We're passing 5th and Lehigh. Speedway gas station on our right. So we're around the corner from our desired destination of 8th and Lehigh. We're gonna go look at that block where the female was dragged. Yeah, the Dunkin' Donuts was on our left, guys. So this video you might need to watch more than once, because when you're looking left, you're not looking right. When you're looking right, you're not looking left. So it's really impossible to take in the whole environment in one sitting. Now, good news is, if you have the Oculus goggles, the VR goggles, 8th Street is right there. Whoops. Normally I don't make last minute turns like this, but if you got the Oculus goggles, the VR goggles, you can put the goggles on and you can like watch it hands-free. So you don't gotta put your hands up and none of that. There's multiple ways to watch this. If you're watching this on a television, let's say you're not on a mobile device and you got a D-pad or a remote, you can use the D-pad to look around. But I believe the most immersive way is the goggles. I personally don't own a set of goggles. Maybe I should invest in some in the future. I just don't really watch a lot of VR content other than what I create while I'm editing it together. I don't really dabble too much in the VR content, but there is a market out there for that. But if I were to buy one, I would be buying it from a consumer's perspective, because there's not much financial gain that I can get from owning a set of Oculus goggles. It'll probably be a pretty cool device to have, but right now I can't justify the cost. I think they're over like almost $250, $350, almost $400. I don't know. This is the block, guys. This is the block where she was reported being dragged. That's incredible. All right, guys, so we're on 8th and Lehigh. Let's see what other crimes we have in the area. It almost seems like I gotta like refresh the app too. Oh wow, there's something that recently just happened, y'all. Yo, what is this? Police activity. Police EMS have reported of a person in need of assistance on Marshall, and so that's right around the corner. Let me park up right here real quick. So as you can see, even if somebody needs like, you know, an ambulance, they will report it. It says 670 feet away. So that goes to show you, it literally tells me, you see, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a radar and it's making a circle around where we're at. So you can zoom out. It's kind of hard to see. You can zoom out or zoom in. Let's see. We got a red dot in Cheltenham. That's kind of far. Fire in bedroom of 2-story house. What else they got going on here in the neighborhood? Report of man brandishing gun on the 2700 block of Reich Street. Then it'll let you know how many people were notified and so on. Man attempting to break into building on 2441 5th Street. 2441 5th Street. Let's go around the corner to 2441 5th Street. All right, we're back on Lehigh. If the picture quality looks a little bit fuzzy, that's because YouTube automatically recommends these videos in the lowest quality, which is probably gonna be like 480 pixels. You can put it higher, up to 4K. Make sure to click the little gear wheel that's on your YouTube browser window. Click it, there'll be a drop down menu and you can adjust the resolution. On our left, we got the Lehigh Branch Free Library. I used to go there when I was a kid. I used to actually go to middle school, right over the block. My elementary school was around the corner. But this is like the neighborhood that I traveled when I was a kid, and still to this very day, I still travel it every single day. You used to be able to enter from the front of that library. Now you don't anymore. They made a brand new entrance on the side. Look at this guy in front of us, just cutting right in front of us. He's cutting us off, and he's on the phone. Never ceases to amaze me. On the phone, and he's gonna cut you off. Oh my gosh. Christine Lugo was the female's name that got gunned down right there. They pulled out an ATM from that corner store before. They dragged it straight out the wall. They put a big hole in the building. They tied some chains to it with a truck and just yanked it through the building. This was like 16, 17 years ago, probably longer, but I recall that from back in the day. You got Hoagie City on our left. This is where a lot of people get their drinks from locally. Let me make this right. Bad news. Come on, y'all. As you can see, I'm operating a 5-speed vehicle. Stick shift. Let me see. This is looking like. Man attempting to break in the building. 0.4 miles, and it says 40 views and 294 people were notified. I guess whoever lives in the area, they probably notify residents. So this might be a good thing to actually have. Let me go up one more block. 2400 block. That's this block, isn't it? Let me make sure. No, it's the next one. Good. I'm glad I went up. I gotta go up a whole nother block, make a right, and then go straight to 5th Street and make a right, and then we can pass the block where they said somebody was trying to break into the building. And Citizens app just goes off all day. All day. If you leave the notification on, you hear bring, 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 and it warns you. It's like, it's crazy. Sometimes you learn things about what's happening around you through the app before you hear it on the news or word of mouth. Because, for example, who passed away? Somebody recently passed away. When P&B Rock passed away, the Philadelphia rapper P&B Rock, he was from the Germantown area of Philadelphia, in Northwest Philadelphia. When he passed away, I got notified via Citizens app. Before the news, before social networking, before any of that stuff, Citizens app went off and it said, Philadelphia rapper P&B Rock was gunned down in Los Angeles, California. So that goes to show you, Citizens app, we're at 4th and York. That's my elementary school, y'all, right there. John Welsh Elementary School. I didn't even intentionally pass here. That's my elementary school. That's where I went to school at from kindergarten through 6th grade. And I used to have a speech impediment. I stuttered really bad. We're past Lithgow. I stuttered really bad where I couldn't even complete a sentence without stuttering. That's how sometimes, or that's why sometimes you hear me get messed up. My words slur. I might flip a word around like dyslexic or like, because my brain still, occasionally, you see, it tries to break down the thoughts. We're passing Orkney. We're on York and Orkney. Now we're at 5th and York. Bet. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. This is the 2400 block. So this is the block where this man tried to break into a house. Last night, I looked through Upper Kensington on the Citizens app. Yo guys, no joke. Upper Kensington, where all of the opioid crisis is at right now. Let me see if I can probably find it. This is the block where the dude got reported for trying to break into somebody's property. Speaking of breaking into properties, y'all, let me see if I can pull up Upper Kensington. I don't know how much justice this is doing for y'all as far as like putting the camera in front of it. Look at Upper Kensington right now. Look at all those blips. That's where the opioid crisis is at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blips. Crime after crime after crime being reported. Last night, I don't know, just out of curiosity, I looked at it. I don't normally look at this app often. My wife's the professional with the app. I had it off of my phone for many months. She was the one who had it on her phone. But most recently, something, just a light bulb clicked in, said it corresponds hand in hand with what I'm doing with the virtual touring. So it's good to be aware of this information so I can relay it to you. So I downloaded it, hence why I got it. But last night I looked into it, bruh, it showed so many, look at man breaking into house. It literally says it right there, man break. It showed so many home invasions last night. Report of man armed with gun assaulted woman. Right around the corner from Kensington and Allegheny. Another one. Report of man with gun carjacked, gunpoint. Right around the corner from Kensington Ave. Right here around the corner from Kensington Ave. Unfounded report of man armed with gun inside vehicle threatening woman. So that means that there was probably like a domestic dispute and he was probably having an argument with his girl and he probably pulled out his burner and, you know, somebody reported it. Report of man armed with gun. This is another one. You ready? Oh wow, natural gas detected. What else? Residential break-in by man. You see? This is in the Kensington neighborhood. Report of trash fire. That made me laugh because I know that they be out there keeping themselves warm and somebody really reported it. And they reported 2 trash fires. What you think I'm playing? Look at. Report of trash fire. So this is true story. Like, so I figured this would be a very different approach to providing a virtual tour experience for you guys.